Hello, friends and strangers, welcome back to Code Vein 2. And I have made discoveries that I want to share before we go into it. First and foremost, I did, of course, a little bit more farming, and with that, we finally got the thing from the beasts, which is special drain attack power up. So the drain attack we get to do when we fully exhaust an enemy. The rest right now is just filled with stat up, because nothing else really does much. A lot of the other things we still didn't get. During that farming, however, something else happened. I got to acquire the second blood code from Jose. Originally, when that happens, I was kind of just walking around the cathedral. I just wanted to get to a place where we can talk to her so she can give it to us. And, well, just walking around there triggers a conversation, so that happened off screen. She literally just says, "Hey, you seem to handle my blood code very well. Very well. Do you want to try a more stronger version?" That's it. But since it gives a good chunk more stats, as we can see on the right, I just equipped it, didn't think too much about it, and then immediately died in the next combat because, well, the Strength Mind Margin 8 Ichor gained from weapon attacks but Ichor Overflow deals recoil damage is now active. This scales also with how much Ichor Overflow you get. Ichor, sorry. And, well, I have therefore tried to make a build around that. The blood code that is more strength-based, etc. So we're using the big weapon that Josie herself uses. We've picked this up last time. We're using this. We also picked up the parry ability that you can chain into a big, cool smash that, well, is a bit difficult to land, because if you don't get the parry off, you get knocked back, so you can't do it. If you do it without parrying an attack, it's just a slow attack, so it's difficult to hit enemies with it. And the parry timing is, as you see, like very short, very direct, so sometimes it's a bit difficult. But also, we have the spammable ability that comes with this thing, and I am realizing sound issues. Now sound should be functioning. Yes. God damn it. Well, still, that is the build for now. That is what I want to do. But also, while running around and just farming enemies, I placed a bunch more markers. You can see them up on the compass, because this middle ground, I have not been there. Neither have I been here. And so I think we're gonna finish this up. I also want to actually take a look at this. Even though we're in the wrong time, I want to take a look at this, because this seems like potentially we can enter this building, and I didn't take a good look around there. And that is what we're gonna do first. Then we're gonna go over and do the tunnel, and then probably end up at the actual story thing. Unless we get derailed. Which, you know, will happen. Is it just me, or are things actually very much quieter? Okay, let's actually test it on enemies.
That's the stuff. Oh, yeah.
And we can perfectly now look at that from time to time. There. Every third hit, apparently, with this weapon. We just get a point of Ichor.
Nope.
Now, this sounds ridiculously powerful. But you also see, as I just said, every third hit or so we gain 1 point. We have 10 now. We had 0 before. And the reason for that is our partner. Our partners do drain attacks. So from time to time you get a bunch of Ichor from them, which, if that overflows, can do damage to you. You also, if you hit multiple enemies, will get more Ichor from that. And also, don't forget that our weapons have a bleed rating. So we get more Ichor from drain attacks if we already hit an enemy. Which then, again, goes into the overflow. Well, that is why, again, we have a spammable ability and a potential parry that I want to play around with. So hopefully we're not going to instantly kill ourselves with this. But I literally have died like 2 times just trying to figure out what was happening, and yeah. Now that I know I'm aware of it, and I'm going to be potentially more careful, but like, we know, no. But yeah, we have not been down here at all. Right? Maybe I have overlooked it. There's a big thing. Is that a big thing? It looks like an enemy. we're going... Because this is how I actually really caught on that I haven't been here. We're gonna go into this building first. But we're gonna definitely check out down there. This is a very big area with a lot of little things here and there, and maybe I have to literally take my time even more than I'm already doing.
That's the stuff.
And of course, the biggest problem with... Oh god. You were not dead, you wanted to kill us. The biggest problem with the parry ability is, of course... We just saw it. Enemy timings, if an enemy doesn't do an attack that we can parry, then like...
On your feet.
It doesn't happen. Apparently that thing has an attack before the explosion that staggered me and I couldn't roll. That's good to know. But also the problem is sometimes our partner just knocks enemies out of animations and knocks them back, and when that happens we also don't get to parry them. So far I haven't really gotten to use that parry ability at all. You tried it, I wanted to use it, and yeah, I put this here because I was like, I saw an item down there. I didn't even see this one. And I was like, well, we haven't been here, so we're going to explore this.
Why is this?
Coffin Breaker. Okay, that's the ability from the first sword that I didn't like that much, but still good that we have it. And we definitely can go down into this entire abandoned building, because down here is somewhere, at least, I've seen the purple.
Oh yeah. That's the stuff.
Actually, shoot at me again. That was too slow. Josie, don't...
End has come.
Josie. Well, I could just, you know, disable her. Then we could just have this function. You know what? Can we do that in combat? We can. There. It works pretty well if you're fast enough. And that's kind of part of the issue. It's really goddamn quick. You have to be really precise with the attack. It's
Nicer not being
maybe an ability that with partner out is potentially not usable that much. But I still want to test it out. I still want to like throw around with it and feel like, well, maybe, maybe not. There's an entire other place to this. And yeah, this is also a thing. I walked up there at some point and I think I looked in here during the last part. Or I did that during running around for farming. But anyway, I was like, have I been here? And, well, no I have not. Not at all. So it's time that we try to figure this out. Try to complete all of the exploration in the city. Maybe we're gonna... There is an open entry. You can just walk in... Oh god, I have not been paying attention to that. Well, then again, I don't think I was here perfectly, was I? No, I really don't think I was here. I think I looked at this for a moment. I mean, there's still loot, so that I definitely wasn't here. Yeah, no, we at one point drove over the bridge. So we didn't go into any of this part. Is there something behind the building? Yes, there is. Oh, those look somewhat scary. Actually, we've seen them before. Okay, Josie, you take one, I take the other. Can we do that? Oh yeah, I remember these. The first time we saw one of these, I was like, oh, I'm kind of surprised that you are not more difficult. That you're not stronger. Like, look at this. There's an entire thing behind here. It's very empty, but still there is stuff here. And then we go out onto the big field. Do we go over there again under the bridge, or do we go over there to that looks like something special? There's something special first. Oh yeah, that is definitely an enemy. Why is there this open? This looks like it's a freaking boss arena. What is that thing? It looks similar to the one ape enemy we fought. Is it like that? Is it a very dangerous thing? This looks like such a giant area. Well, we also, because we haven't used any of these yet, weapon buffs. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, it's just an ape. Okay, damage is fine. That one is delayed, as per usual. Because of course, and that one is also super delayed.
Nope.
But now we ran out of stamina.
Don't forget to shoot.
But we still could somewhat show off how much damage we can potentially do. Ow.
Be sure to save it.
Don't hit me when I get up. Well, that is kind of nearly as bad. Oh yeah, right, we have to actually farm these. Oh, that's gonna be great. And we get for our troubles
Sorry for keeping
endless
you.
onslaught. Endless, you say? It is for the hammer. That is the... Actually, yeah, that is the last weapon I expected. What? Unleash powerful, continuous back and forth strikes. Repeat the input during the attack to continuously strike. Press right trigger to finish with a powerful strike. I want to test that now. I just did a new thing and now I want to do the next new thing. Well, to reiterate, that's the reason why I'm actually really enjoying this, because there is so much to test, and I love doing that. There doesn't seem to be much else around here except for this thing. In the middle of nowhere? Fine. Keep your secrets. I also think I didn't explain it, so I actually kind of potentially want to do that. How the margin with the stats works when we look at our strength, dexterity, mind, willpower, vitality, fortitude. Underneath it tells us the burden, so how much of the stat we are, so to speak, have in use. And the margin that we need for strength and mind is 8. So you see, we have 21 strength, we're only using 12 of that. So we're using 8 or more of it not, so to speak, though. 8 or more of it is not in use, so to speak. That is how that works. And yeah, we have gone down here a little bit, but up here we have not been at all. So let's finish up here. And everything in that direction is gonna be for a different time. We have other things that we want to figure out. Okay. This weapon is big, and now we stagger. Now we stagger. Now we kill. Okay. But like, can someone tell me is it just hyper armor during attacks or something? Because like, it feels so awkward a lot of the time. It's like, yes, you stagger these enemies. Actually, no you don't. And I'm like, but why? I did before. What do you mean I suddenly don't? It just feels arbitrary. It's just like, suddenly no. Sometimes yes, and sometimes no. And it's like, but what is the freaking reasoning? Sometimes this feels just completely arbitrary when it works and when it doesn't. For all the bigger enemies and all that, it's like, I'm not even considering it. Like, it's a big enemy, it will take some hits before anything happens anyway. There is something swirling over there. Probably one of those masked enemies? But for, like, the normal enemies, it's just like, sometimes they recoil with every hit. Sometimes they say, screw you, we can take an entire combo and don't care. And I'm like, what is the, like, can we have some kind of understanding, some kind of rule to it? Like, when it is good and when it isn't? Can we get this one all on its own? Well, we can probably snipe you and the other one doesn't care, right? Yeah, okay. Well, that did interrupt them. I would have assumed that this is a more stronger enemy than the other one, but we did interrupt them. So you see what I mean? Like, why did it just work there? It feels so weird. Sometimes. That's like the bigger problem. Oh, that's actually might go somewhere, so we're gonna go there last. We're gonna go finish up this place here first. Maybe we find something hidden in the... Well, we definitely have found something. It's not good, it's just enemies, but definitely have found something. No, he's annoying actually. These firebomb throwers are like literally one of the worst things in the... Oh no! Actually, we already figured out that they are maybe not as bad as they were the... Oh yeah, I also, because of new stat allocation, we switched to the cool shield. Because I kind of want to see how that works. There's another big ape. Yeah, I definitely have not been around here at all. I'm going to assume there's another ball behind me, but I'm going to just go for this one first. There is not. Okay. Sure. Apparently not. What is over here? Oh, there's definitely some more.
Who's the real?
I mean, you're asking for snacks all the time, Josie, so I'm not sure if you want my honest answer to that. There! Like, perfect example. We have hit these enemies with one hit before, and they don't care. But now suddenly they... Wait a moment. I have to pay more attention to that.
Oh yeah.
Running... does stagger them, cut them. Then... I was like, maybe it's attack modifiers. Depending on what attack we do, it's different kinds of, like, stagger values. That makes sense, but... No, we definitely stagger them with normal attacks and with the running attack. And, like, legitimately just showcased. And I don't have to fight you. I can just take your uncanny stone. Ooh, I understand why you were guarding this. This is very special, very important. Yes, yes, yes. Give me more of those. I don't know what they're used for yet. I just still find them funny as all hell. The naming. That's it. There's another ape with nothing around it, really. That is obvious. But I guess gonna still go in and see what we can do.
That's the stuff.
Ooh, can we get an entire combo off? Oh yeah. And I mean, the damage speaks for itself.
Nope.
Oh, that didn't hit me.
Don't forget to shoot.
That did, however. Like, I'm thinking this is pretty good. I mean, at least the combo works. I'm not going to try to parry the ape. No. I don't think that's gonna go well.
Too late to quit now.
Okay, I wanted to roll and I was too slow. Did she kill them in the same moment that she revived me? That's possible? Huh. I guess the revive is not really an action they perform. It's more a thing that... Where did you come from? That just happens. The knockback on a single strike being enough to knock the enemy out of the second one, that's a bit annoying. But I mean, there are worse things, right? The fact that we knocked them back is already kind of good, so... Would be nice if this would combo better, but it also doesn't necessarily have to. And also we can just combo the actual cool attack into it, and you'll go boom, you'll go boom.
Watching you go to work.
Oh. So now we're very close to this point. I think this is where we end up this kind of little excursion. I want to go in there, in both of these. And then again, take a little detour through the middle here, and then tunnel time. You keep crouched, even after you drop down.
Oh yeah.
How did you see me? Also, that fountain is apparently just a perfect barrier.
Come get me.
Well, Josie did this all on her own, pretty much. That's fine. I mean, that's what we have a partner for, right? To take some of the problems from us. Oh yeah, I also spent all the things that I got, all the Ichor on levels from what we had last time. And then spend everything I farmed for mostly on just buying like ammunition or eggs or stuff. And we already are nearly back at where we were before. I'm guessing the apes got us quite a sizable amount. Okay, I wanna go into the tunnels. Not the tunnel that I keep referring to, which will make more sense when we actually get there. But I wanna go into these tunnels. Nah, I don't think we need it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, also, you literally can see my health, right?
You're dead.
Like, I haven't been hit by an enemy, and look at the health.
Always count on you, my beloved.
Definitely, yes. Am I supposed to call you my darling now? I guess I kind of am. I don't mind. I'm just questioning why did you wait so long to tell people that we are actually on your side, and you were just like sitting there in your throne watching them nearly execute us, and then you went, actually, I want to just propose that this is now my betrothed. Word. But yeah, I'm like, Josie, what is your plan? Why did you do that? Tell me more, please. Because I kind of want to know if I can trust you. I mean, I definitely think I can. I'm just sitting here like, is she just doing that because she wants to use us? Because she told us like, hey, I kind of need someone that is strong and can fight. So is that your reason, or do you have some other weird reason? I already brought up the fact that we have people from different like vampire houses around, so is there some kind of potential, you know, like good old vampire stories and stuff that some of the houses want to be like purity in blood and all that, and we have to be with the people of our bloodline or with someone else of a very, very good house and stuff. So is there potentially someone that she doesn't want to be with but she is supposed to be with or something? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it and it's just a little joke. That was too late. Come here! I love the fact that it is actually a step forward, the first part of that combo. That is so goddamn helpful. More stones! What are they used for? I think I'm gonna try to do some more blocking and other things. Where are we? Oh. Oh. So you're telling me, potentially, that maybe, just maybe, this is the tunnel that I was talking about. This is the tunnel that I wanted to go in. That looked very foreboding, but this just... There is a line on the map. There is a line on the map connecting these two places. You know, you could have figured this out without actually having to test it. I am an idiot. And I love proving that, apparently, because... Well, that mystery has been solved. I don't have to go there anymore. We also have not actually gone on the complete coastline here. Or have we? I think I jumped off at some point, didn't I?
Find something?
Did you say that because there is something to be found? Yes, we... Ooh, your partners tell you if you pass an item. The loot goblin in me approves. Thank you, Josie. And I'm doing it again! I don't know how much of that I edited out last time. I haven't edited that yet, but like, that is definitely my kryptonite
Always
right
up
now.
for another ride.
Buttons.
Oh yeah.
Kabooms. And I did it again. I need to actually like just start buffing all the buffs. Because we...
Nope.
Ow. Josie! We're seeing the issues with the potential build right now. Some kinks that still need some ironing out, but like, you know, could be worse. Could be worse. That probably cannot be worse. That is at worst as best. Is there just a freaking front entrance? There's two very ominous lanterns in... Oh. Oh.
What was a barrier forma put here for?
Well, I don't know what that is, but I wanted to check it out, and I mean, that is definitely a door for this, so I'm going to assume this, I couldn't find it, right? It's underground, it's in here. Can we... Ooh.
I hope there's a key somewhere.
Okay. Not something that we're gonna do yet. Good to know, that is all I needed to know. Because that means we're gonna go up there and actually do... Actually, wait. We have one final stop to do. We have to go through this. And then we can do that. Oh, we're inside. But yeah, as I said, like, I just teleported here. I went down the stairs and Josie just gave me her blood code. It's really just that simple. I at first thought, like, do I have to go back up to her room or something? But nope.
Off we go then.
No, you do not. So, we need to... /I want to go over... You know what? Maybe it's just the fact that you accelerate on that button. Maybe it's just that I'm like, yeah, I want to do the motorcycle. I want to accelerate. So, I'm pressing the accelerate button.
Love the way the wind rushes by.
I don't think we have been in most of these buildings. Well, if I don't find anything, then I'm not gonna really put much of this in the video. Mostly gonna put stuff in that is new, interesting, and potentially Well, yeah, no, that is it. Actually, we have to bin through here a little bit. I said that I recognized this slogan from the thing, but I don't think I've went past this or something. I mean, that just gives us back to the other street, but still. Okay, that is the slime building. We were in there. No, Josie, no. We're not doing slimes. I don't think I was in here. Oh no, that's the big one where I was like, oh my god, this is a terrible arena. So we are at this end, but again, like, I don't know if I went to this whole place here, really. Like, further down the road, I don't think I've been there. So potentially if you can, like, go over into that building or something, I don't think we really were here. Okay, it has to be hyper armor during attacks, because that dude now didn't stagger. That also didn't, but that was... The attack hadn't started yet. Like, you understand my issue with this? Where I'm like, why is this like this? This is so weird. When does this work? When does it not? We definitely have not been here. There's purple. I haven't collected that, so definitely no. This is looking like it actually is very close to the cat machine. On the other side, right, this is the wall. Yeah, and there's the, like, checkpoint over there. With the, yeah, there, we can see it, there's the cat machine. I haven't been here. There's an entire freaking alley system back here. Wow. I think I've been through here. That is how we got into... No. This is something that we did. I remember this. We've been here. This is how we got into the big buildings. But then I didn't go fully somewhere, right? I also definitely have not been in the parking lot past the cat machine. At least I don't think I've been. Then again, there doesn't seem to be anything in here. And something more. That is directly in front of the cat machine again, but like... I have not been in here. Slimes! I wish I never was going in here now. Anything cool upstairs? Any enemy that wants us to... No? Nothing? Oh no, definitely something. But like no enemy other than the slimes. I stand corrected. Very much an enemy. Clotted shield. Looks very similar to what we had before. Oh, this is Clotted Shield Light. This is Clotted Shield, and it does the same. It is literally the same, but a little bit better. The only difference is that for some reason, for the light one, they were like, perfectly blocking enemy attacks reduces stamina consumption, and equipping it slightly increases base defense. Has to be in different paragraphs, and here they were like, nah, one paragraph works. Why? Now, the one that we have doesn't have as much balance and guard, so this one is just a shield-wise a very good shield, but again, I wanted to kind of test the stone effect when you perfect block. Maybe that's not that good when I also want to potentially at some point test out the parry ability, and it kind of is the same thing in essence, and that kind of clashes, and so I'm trying to do two things that are the same, which then makes me not test either of them completely. Maybe. So at this point, we have been somewhere on the other side of this. We have been running around. Oh, there's purple in that building. I definitely have not been in there. So what do we learn from this? The map is big and potentially a bit confusing, but there is things to get everywhere. And potentially you really should be getting those, because they could be... Ow. Good. Also, this guy just has a freaking poison stare. That is... No. No, that's not fun. Why would you do that? That's not... Okay. That is really not great. I'm not happy about that. Enemies? Oh, that's just rubble. Nothing? Okay, I take my upgrade material and leave. Okay, we were over there at the communications tower. And then we like skirted around the edges of this, but we didn't really go into the middle. There's more upgrades. Well, not upgrades, but there's more stuff to pick up over there. There's another building we can go into. Like, I really feel like I have done only half of this place, even though I definitely feel like I've done a lot of this place. But evidently, we have not. Okay, maybe we need to be careful when they start doing magic stuff. That probably is going to... Okay, we can't stagger you, even though you already did take some... Ah! You staggered me into this! And I can't get out unless I... Unless I jump. Meow. Okay, we... Oh, I didn't stagger you at the end of your shooting animation.
Sorry for keeping you.
I want an explanation. So far this feels random. Or it is something that is so minute, so specific, so extraordinarily special. Potentially also maybe it could be a combination of multitude of factors. I'm now literally thinking about the fact like in Dark Souls 2, sweet spot. Remember sweet spots? If you don't hit the sweet spot on a weapon that has that mechanic, you do much less damage. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe if you don't hit the enemy the right way with... Okay, we can't stagger you again. I'm... Like, I'm gonna give up at trying to explain it because it just has no explanation. It just doesn't work when it doesn't work. That's just what it is, I guess. God, you're just a normal dude, but you're so menacing in the dark. That actually looked like something special is gonna happen. Oh yeah, Luna Suppressant. Very good point. I looked at the status effects. They are... In the quest log, there is the tutorials, and you can then go through stuff, and in the combat section, it gives you all of the cool things about those. And funnily... Well, I don't have to show it to talk about it. Where did you come from? The lunar thing, lunar rapaces. We had that before. The flying, weird jellyfish bell ringer enemy. Oh, I had that on. Did that to us, and it didn't seem to do anything. Well, it does something. It takes away all your current LP, the blue bar of your health. And, well, I didn't have any of that at the moment, so of course it didn't do anything because the thing it didn't apply, because it already was gone, so it couldn't take it. So that's why that didn't do anything to me, and that's why that looked very weird. It's not that the ability doesn't do anything, it's just at that very moment, what it didn't apply. Another thing about that is that the LP is connected to how strong your bond with your partner is. So, we also got an ability to... Excuse me, I jumped on it, nothing happened, I can phase through it. Then I walked out of it and it collapses. Quantum building powers. Like, these people have built their furniture, their walls and whatever with the ability of quantum mechanics yet to be discovered. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about is that we had an ability that you can trade in your HP for your LP. And also another thing with like the revive ability of our partners. If you don't have LP, you get revived with less health. So there is a lot about that is interconnected. So potentially later on we really want to have LP if we have specific builds or something, and at that point lunar rapaces could be really bad.
Nice.
Ranged impact. Okay, that is on one of the bayonets. It literally increases your range damage. It's a very simple thing. Temporarily increases attack power for bayonets and certain bequeathed former shots. It's still good to just have that, because as I said, it's on some... Why are you here? Oh. Oh, do we have a... But yeah, you see right now I have like 50-50 of... Please show the health. Of HP and LP. Potentially, that is just me spitballing right now and just putting out ideas. But we can't go over there. I was so excited that we had a bridge, but we don't. We don't have one in the past. We are in the... Oh, this is future or present. We have to go back in the other timeline and then we can do that. Okay, that makes sense. I can live with that. Yeah. We are somehow going to build a bridge again. Okay. No, everything makes sense. I can absolutely live with that. That is fine. I don't want to fight through all of you. We're going to teleport. I think I've been everywhere that I wanted to check out now. I think I've now scoured the city well, this part cut off down all here, like this is now completely done. I have a pin over here. I do not know why that exists. Why did I do that? I'm just gonna remove it. So the only pin that still exists is the question here. How do we get over there? Okay, now we can go here, go up here, go towards this. That's the goal. As I was interrupted again in my own train of thoughts, what I wanted to talk about was the potential of later builds and stuff having maybe a very good use for, you know, partners and the abilities we get with them, and potentially it might be very important to keep your LP high, or potentially right now it's like 50% of our complete bar of health that we have in LP. Maybe it could be getting more at some point, right? If we have like potentially very high bonds with certain characters, potentially we could have it so that we get like, I don't know, a 2-to-1 ratio or something on like how much LP we have as opposed to how much HP. And in those cases, potentially this Lunar Rapacious status effect might be really, really bad, right? That is like really deadly at that point, when it's that much of your health, and again, you potentially even need it for specific other things. So yeah, I am thinking about the difference, about the potential, about what that could really mean. I'm also now paranoid at looking at the map all the time, because I guess we haven't been up here at all. Which makes sense, because I haven't. I like this initial, like, quick step forward.
I like watching you go to work.
And I like doing my work, thank you. But okay, yeah, we were down there now, we scoured that, okay. We didn't go into this place, there's a lot of the red dudes. Let me sneak up on you, unless the other people see me, because there was more than one. Maybe? Maybe? Ooh. Ooh. And we went back to Reaper, because I kind of like the Reaper. Boop. 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 How much do I have to hit your shield to get through it? Goodness. That's a pretty good shield. That's never gonna be annoying ever. And there's a succubus on the way to over there, which... go in that direction. There's the ape down there. We were down there. We have a missile over there. That whole part we're gonna explore somewhere else, and I don't really want to throw down with another succubus. They are so far an difficult and annoying enemy, but they also have something that we kind of need for builds. Oh yeah, I haven't talked about that part yet. We are overburdened with willpower, but very important little thing. The willpower benefit is increased attack power of Forme, which we're going to potentially kind of spam a little bit. The penalty is your attack power decreases temporarily whenever a Forma fails to activate because of insufficient Ichor. Well, with how much Ichor we generate, we should never have that problem unless I really just spam without thinking. Which I admit may have already happened once or twice in this video. I haven't paid attention, I was talking. And I wanted to get my thoughts across before I forget things again. So, maybe that will be a little issue. Actually, maybe that could also now that I say that, could stagger be related to attack power? Could, if you do a specific amount of damage, that be a stagger threshold? Or could like your attack power in general just be like tied to how much stagger you do? Like how much attack power you have, could that influence of how much stagger you do? Because if it is one of those, then maybe I accidentally triggered that, and that is why the staggering is so inconsistent, because I don't have the same parameters all the time. Oh, I think he's floating. Yup. And then he just disappeared. Amazing. Also, I want to make that clear. Every time I point out something like that, that is not me being like, oh no, the game is terrible. That's me having fun. That's me just looking at this and it's like, this is goofy, this is weird, this is definitely not supposed to be, but it's like, does it ruin the experience? Hell no. Does it add to the experience? Somewhat. Maybe not in the way that we necessarily want, but it definitely is not the worst thing ever. Again, mostly you are unstoppable. I feel very stoppable most of the time. Blaze Shot. That is also from the first game. Shoots a low power fireball. Repeat the input during the attack to fire successive shots. Is the one in the first game spammable? I don't remember. Like, I remember the first game to like 70%, which is something that shouldn't be. Like, let's just be honest. I shouldn't remember it as well as I do, but that one, I'm not sure. Was that spammable? Huh. Okay, so where are we? We're getting up there. That's the path we want to take. So, yeah, we're gonna go up there to this entire place anyway. There is a missile over there. Missile first, and then we're gonna go in here anyway, right? Then we maybe go this way. Actually, we can do that when we cleared up all that. Now we're just gonna go in. We're just gonna go in and not go with the entire group of enemies. That is not necessary. We don't need that.
Time to stretch our legs a little.
Well, since we're now actually doing stuff, like, yeah, look at how much I got from just running around and trying to collect stuff.
Liking your newfound power?
I don't think that me doing a little bit of farming, getting potentially like 1 or 2 extra levels in between, actually affects anything. Like, I didn't do anything right now. I just ran around.
Packed with horrors.
Like, really, I just ran around, collected stuff. Like, we didn't do anything super special, and we still got a bunch of... I wanted to say souls again. I'm just not gonna try to correct me anymore. It doesn't matter. It is the currency that we use to do stuff. Whatever it is called haste. I know that. Do not. But it's like, it doesn't matter what I call it. We all know what we mean. It's the thing that enemies drop when you defeat them, and that you use to... Okay, now it wasn't active. I could stagger him with the first strike of this. The basic attack did not, so maybe these have different modifiers. Back to that theory of how that works. No, we can absolutely stagger you. And you were in the middle of an attack start. Like, you see, I hit him once and it's staggered. I guess Josie hit him first, so that's not really proving much other than like, oh, goddammit. Why is this so difficult to figure out? No. Josie, don't do stuff. Don't. When does Josie stagger him? Okay, 2 hits from Josie. And 1 from us, apparently. She staggered him, she didn't hit him again, and I hit him. 1 hit is enough to stagger. But at one time, when I hit him once, again, it was with a running attack and not with just the basic, so potentially there is a difference in stagger power, but it feels so goddamn weird. I honestly, gonna be honest, I didn't know what I was supposed to expect. But for some reason, when they told us about a power station, my mind went into Resident Evil 3 territory. Like the remake, how they completely just... well, put it into a giant monster nest. And the fact that this is actually just a power station, I'm kind of like... I don't want to say disappointed, but I'm feeling kind of like, well, this is it? Okay. Science!
That water's electrified.
That does incredibly tiny damage. I expected to get stun locked from that. Okay, it does not stun or something. It is just a little bit of damage. There is a... How did I miss this? Thank you, map. Umbral Shift. Oh, we understand what that is. An evasive format that enables quick stepping. Activated while holding in any direction to step. Equipping it slightly increases base defense. Well, we have a quick dodge. That we... Wait. This is to put on a weapon. We already have a quick dodge as a defensive, which is the... Yeah, that is why I was like, wait, we have that. That is why I was like, hey, we know what this is. Because we've read it. But now I remember, we already have that. It's the same ability. It's just, do you want it in general, or do you want it on your weapon? That is an interesting idea. No, like, legitimately, that is cool. Having the same things, and it's just about, like, how do you want it? This is a very ominous, like, looking area with one dude just coming up to us. Why did we... What? Again, I didn't do a running attack. 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 Ah! Okay, we are probably going to... We're not supposed to go through there. Even though we didn't take too much damage from the electrocution before, we don't have to necessarily force it, right? We are going to go through places in the way that we're supposed to. I mean, from time to time we are. You're... different. I have to use some of my abilities. I am already full again. Okay, you are...
You're dead.
Well, no test can be done if I can't hit.
Count on you, my beloved.
Okay, this way we looped around to a place that we couldn't go to before. That looks like it might be the way to go. Which means we're going to go up the tower first. All the way up. And then look around. Because we can probably actually take a good guess over the entire area of like where we're supposed to go from here. There is no item here, but yeah. Okay, we weren't there yet. We were everywhere else, really. There is an item. I'm blind. So yeah, down there is the way to go. There's nowhere else to go. We couldn't go through there. And then we're gonna go down and probably go around. Okay. That did not do fall damage.
I'm on my way.
Now, I didn't expect high amounts of fall damage. I expected only a little bit, but I still did expect to at least take a little bit of damage from that.
Oh yeah.
And we completely missed. The hitboxes in this game seem to sometimes be really, really, really crisp. Which is, I mean, that's cool. But so far it has mostly led to me missing an enemy, so I kinda wish we had a bit more, you know, a tiny bit bigger hitboxes sometimes so that I don't always miss. Then again, you can just call that skill issue, right? Ooh, what is this? It is a very, very uninteresting sci-fi hallway. Okay. I say uninteresting because this literally just looks like... I don't know. How many games have you seen with sci-fi hallways? The first time it might look cool. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, whatever. Sometimes it's the coolness of we're on a spaceship. Sometimes it's an underground laboratory. And now we're like, underground a power station. But I'm like, it kind of just... It's not like it's bad, it fits, right? But it still just kind of isn't anything special anymore. Ba-ba-dee, ba-ba-do, ba-ba-dim, ba-ba-die, ba-ba... Okay. This looks even more like sci-fi hallway. And I knew it! Bonk. God dang it. I have not seen how much damage that really does all on its own, that final smash.
Who's the real blessed?
Because it is quite literally nearly impossible to just hit an enemy with nothing but that. Where the hell are we going? This feels like we're leaving the place already. I don't think this is where we're supposed to be. Maybe it is? Okay, that is a door that isn't open. Well, that's... Oh, this is how we... Yeah, but again, these are doors that are not open. We can't go in there yet. So this is where we're supposed to go at the end, but we have to first, like, open the doors. Ooh.
Lucky us. Let's collect this nectar.
Do we have enough for upgrades? Let us check. Let us see. Do we have what we need? Yes, we do. At least. We nearly have the next one. I have not turned this in for some time. And that is another count. It's not an amount, it's just another use of it. Okay, so that way doesn't get us anywhere. Well, that's not true. It does get us somewhere, but it doesn't get us, like, forward directly right now. We have other places that we need to look at first to understand where we are going. Yay, the first kind of jumping was necessary moment. Okay, the fact that the light is literally just influenced by our camera and it kind of just comes from nowhere on our character is very bizarre. Oh, well, I mean, it was blocked off. I didn't expect that we could. But then I instantly hit it here because, like, why else would we go there, right? Okay. Things loop in on each other. That's good. So now we need to see what's down here and where we're supposed to go down here. I somehow did not hit that hit. God. Some of the range in this is really not wanting to play nice with me.
Oh yeah, come get it. Doggies on the ground.
Why are some of these things so quiet? I don't know.
Nope.
Like the voices are somewhat loud, but I turned the voices up a little because Noah was so quiet at the start. But the rest seems really just weirdly balanced. Maybe I have to take a moment and figure out... Like, the combat sounds are there, for the most part, right? Hitting with a weapon doesn't seem to be as
This
loud
one
as
won't be easy to take
you
down.
might expect. But other than that, it's pretty alright. You have shield and stuff, I don't really want to fight you first. Can we get you out of the... Okay, we could not stagger that guy.
Don't forget to cheer. Dodge.
That was not a running attack. But that's just a very basic enemy, so like... What gives? Ooh. But everything is deactivated. Big machines and...
They sure don't make it easy, do they? Say, mind if I ask, do you have any family? Forgive me, I didn't mean to pry. Don't feel obliged to answer. I just, I lost my mother and my twin sister, so sometimes I wonder about people. My mother was sacrificed for Idris's seal. She gave up her life to save our world. Noble, but still. In my bloodline, twins are deemed a bad omen. Our tradition requires parents to, choose between them. My mother refused because she was brave, and we were banished to the frontier as punishment. She was an incredibly strong woman, and loved us both equally. Not that it stopped Lise and I from being at each other's throats day in and day out, mind you. One day, we had a fight that estranged us for years. We didn't speak or see one another until I was stationed here. The Medigan hunt was a lead-up to the resealing. I thought it best to join up, and as it turned out, twins think alike. Lise had the same idea. She wanted to talk, but I couldn't swallow my pride. Then, on that fateful day, she was enveloped by the resurgence, trying to save me. I was convinced she resented me, that her desire to talk was just some ploy, but if I could do things over, But it's too late now. Sorry, I know I'm just prattling on now. But anyway, I just wanted you to know. Keep hold of the precious people in your life. Some mistakes are irreversible. We should get back. We wouldn't want the others to think the horrors got the best of us.
That's... sad, but also very realistic, which makes it even sadder. That is a sentiment I completely understand, though, because, well, my grandma died last year, and I remember the last conversation that I had with her, and that wasn't really a good conversation, because she was completely, thanks to dementia, literally not being able to be talked to. I'm not even sure if she knew that I was in the room. So, yeah. I kind of also wish that I potentially would have said some things before, but you can't reverse some of these things, they just are the way they are. But also, we heard Joseph's cocoon, or her in her cocoon, talk about Lise. We heard that she mentioned that name, so this seems to really be something that is tearing her apart. This seems to potentially be like the root of maybe what we need to do to actually get the key to the cocoon. Also interesting that she just trusts us with this. I mean, she mentioned that her eye gives her, like, an understanding of people.
Good. Still operational.
But, like, still, that she just trusts a stranger like that is definitely intriguing as, like, a character, what do I want to say, like, a characteristic of hers. That she is this easily trusting if she has, like, an intuition about someone. Then again, maybe that eye of hers is just that good at actually... Really? We can't jump over that? We can't... Wow. Some of the collision in this game is, like, really goddamn freaking, like, solid. Literally, like, absolutely unable to be changed. Like, if they don't want you to go somewhere, then for fuck's sake, you're not gonna go there. Ambrosia. Why would you name a company that seems to be in charge of electricity Ambrosia? That's an interesting little nugget. We don't need that in here, okay. Up we go, and maybe opening all the doors? Maybe we're gonna do the thing we need to do here? I mean, I would say it looks like these are things to interact with, but they're not.
Nope.
I didn't see. There was a door in my way. Premium cigar. Well, another gift. Do we have someone that likes smoking? Okay. Josie stagger him. Good. No! Wasn't a running attack anyway, I didn't get to do it. And before anyone gives me a comment about, you can just make the partner go away, I'm afraid that that interferes with how much stagger we do. So, I kinda wanna test it like this. I mean, I could also just do completely different tests with Josie absorbed and then don't have to think about it, etc.
You can never have enough supplies. Grab anything that you find.
Yeah! That is how I approach this, loot goblin style. We are actually really like getting along very well. This is... I was gonna say, this is like the same as this, just like very much better stats. And it has the defensive buff on it as well. Nothing that's that interesting. It's... I mean, kind of... Like, I mean, it is an upgraded version of the first weapon in the game, so to speak. Like, yay. Good to have, but like... Is that interesting? Oh no, you have all the magic. Don't do the super fast one. I don't think they are on record, but I did do some succubus farming, and they have like a full-on like barrage of fireball combo that is not great. Oh, you look very similar to some of the weird jumpy thing with extra whirlwind attack after it that we fought before. Well, let's level up once more. And then let's see what we can do. Also, am I the only one who thinks that these somewhat look like a... I don't know, like... Yeah, of course, partially it looks like a web, but I think somewhat they also look like a star chart a little bit? I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm just like, they look interesting.
Too late
So.
now. Let's take care of this. Dodge this.
Okay. Okay, I was not aware that you could do that. Okay, now though? No. Like again, the damage if we hit it with that is good. Oh, that has lightning behind it. Okay, a bit slower than what I was. Yeah, we lost health. We lost health because we got too much ichor from that.
This is Jose. Do you read me? The substation is secure. We're returning to base now. Whew. So much for all of that. You know, to tell you the truth, I don't think I could have handled them alone. But we can't ease up yet. The real work starts now. I have another favor to ask, so let me fill you in. The gaps are getting shorter. Damn. The Gula bloodline is no damn bargain. Every once in a while, my powers go rogue and I lose all control. It's terrible. Like that day. The Medigan mass was as good as done. One blow would have finished the job. But at the worst imaginable moment. This eye had other ideas. I froze, unable to strike the Medigan. It took that moment to escape. The Medigan detonated itself at the heart of the city, triggering a resurgence. Just as the shockwave was about to consume me, Lise appeared. She took the brunt of the blast in my place. When I came to, the city was underwater, and my former comrades, they had become horrors, changed beyond all recognition. I don't know how long I can keep suppressing it. But I do know this. As long as I have 2 legs to walk and 2 arms to fight, I will give everything I have to keep the city's hopes alive. Wipe that worried look off your face, will you? Honestly, I'll be fine. After all, my true love won't let anything happen to me, right? Shall we return to base? I'd like to discuss what comes next.
After a speech like that, I would say I'm worried about you, but we already know what happens. You're in your cocoon and all that, so, well, justified worries?
Ooh, that's valuable. Don't lose it.
Ivy! Thorns that generate blades of steel, erupts countless blades from the ground, piercing a wide area. Hold right trigger to create a marker on the ground. Release right trigger to drain at the marker's location. The marker can be positioned as desired. Equipping this jail minimally increases defense. Okay, very low defense. Yeah, that is something we know from the original. That was sometimes really handy what you could do with that. I'm not that sure how handy it is for this, but I'm just gonna run around with it for a moment at least. How much we're gonna use it, I don't know. Well, we did this, and now we're just... We can't go back to that, so we cannot leave this timeline right now. Okay. We're locked into story. That's completely fine, but because of that, I'm not gonna teleport to you. I want to look at what we have in terms of... God damn it, you're up there.
Welcome. Anything you want?
Well, I want to take a look at... That was a double click. Boosters. Do we have anything we can do? This one? Again, I said already I bought. This one we can from Mask of the Gula. Okay, we have enough of all of this. No overburden effect. I could gain up from drain attacks. I don't think I want that with the current setup, but I'm definitely going to just take it in general. What else? We can't get anything. I kind of want most of the... Oh. Okay. Things have been answered. I have enough for this. I cannot buy it a second time. Even though I have everything I need. Good to know. I kind of want these two. We have like nothing from this yet. But we have like nearly everything here. We also... One of those is the Werebeast. Yeah, we need Werebeast stuff. So we can actually potentially farm that. They're just not very close to any great spots. And, I mean, this is one potentially from the Succubus. We need some more parts of them, but like max LP up, just extra health. Well,
Come again.
extra link to your partner health. Whatever that really at the end will do. How much difference slash how much benefit we can actually get out of that. But still, it sounds like something that could be really good. Okay, let's get to the big thing. Where exactly are we supposed to go? Are we just supposed to go in here? Yeah.
Sit tight. I'll be with you in just a minute. Praise be to everlasting life. The sunken city welcomes you. Both of you.
Praise be to everlasting life.
You're early, Gobbo. Have you come to make excuses for your failed assassination attempt? 'Twas an admirable try.
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about, Lady Jose. I have merely come to correct shall we say, a regrettable misunderstanding in the last complaint you sent. It simply couldn't wait.
Is that why you brought a judicial magistrate with you? Must be a pain in the ass to be brown-nosed by knaves, Valentin.
Come now, that's going too far, Jose. Voda House has heard your complaint. You claim Sir Gobbo abducted several citizens from your domain. Therefore, you wish to press criminal charges. Sir Gobbo, of course, denies these allegations. May I ask you to present the details of your grievance?
At the site of the abductions, I detected traces of Forme. Prints only my eye would catch. You may be interested to know these were enshrouding Forme, which are used solely by one faction. The Association of Revenant Hunters. A delightful organization you happen to serve as the chairman on, Gobbo.
Ah, but that can hardly be called evidence, Lady Jose. Are we to believe your claims rest solely on your own testimony? The world would simply be full of criminals, not to mention our prisons. If people could be tried on such spurious grounds, what a waste of time this all is. I humbly ask that you reconsider this complaint.
Quite true. My saying so can hardly be considered evidence. Which is why I've committed all of my manpower to analyzing said Forme remnants. And soon enough, I'll have the proof to nail you to the wall, Gobbo. Just as I did with those assassins. I don't care about your schemes or your politicking, Gobbo. But kidnapping my people? One way or the other, you will pay. And that's a promise.
And that's quite enough, thank you. You have both presented your cases. An official trial will be held at a later date. For today, this case is to be considered arbitrated. Understood? You are both hereby ordered to refrain from further debate on the topic.
Sorry you had to sit through that charade. Don't let it bother you too much. That said, thank you for the show of support. We should discuss what comes next. Come along to my quarters. I'll gather everyone there. You do remember the way, yeah? Just up the elevator from the hall.
Well, I don't think we have to really discuss this. That was a very obvious, like, I may be the bad guy. That potentially also gives us someone who might have tried to go after Valentin, but then again, Valentin is here in a position of power, so maybe not. Wait, this is the one... I'm an idiot. I also remember which sunken city was in my mind, so take me down to the sunken city where Cthulhu dreams into spaces tribby. I don't remember where this is from.
Great. I think we have everyone here. The Sunken City's power grid is back online, thanks to the Hunter. Now we can address the real monkey on our backs. We'll need help, so let me fill you in. As I once mentioned, our city is host to a plague of troubles. The most recent raid was just one of them. But one issue takes precedence above all others: the polluted water supply.
Otherwise, no one will be able to live here. Human or revenant.
Guess who's to blame? The same culprit that waterlogged our city in the first place. The Resurgence. We're not through the woods just yet. At the epicenter, the fallout remains in an active state. The Resurgence was caused by the Medigan, a vestigial spore that spews rot. Ground Zero is now her lair. Simply put, the Medigan is a vicious horror. If we want to put a stop to the pollution, slaying the Medigan is priority number one.
The epicenter of the resurgence was submerged until now. Consequently, we couldn't explore the region.
Thanks to you, our substation's up and running again. Now we can use our drainage facilities.
Hey, you know what this means? We're finally ready to explore the epicenter.
This task entails grave peril. It means venturing into Ground Zero and subduing the Medigan remnant. I want to save the survivors. Each and every one who calls this place home. Can I count on your help? Really? Much obliged. No one here is going to die on my watch. We'll make this happen together! Thank you for the help. It's good to have you. Come. The epicenter of the Resurgence is south of our location. Look for the broken pylon.
So that's how we get to the one thing that's still marked on the map, I guess. Yay. Secondly, thank you for explaining what the Medigan is, because so far nothing in the game has done that. Much obliged, Jose. Really nice. Yay. So, where are we supposed to go? Exactly there. Now we can probably, like, run around or something. Well, we'll be driving over there. I'll meet you there.
Oh, did you remember to bring snack?
I am your snack, forget that? I shouldn't say that out loud. But, like, seriously, she snacked on us the first time we met, and then she said it was love at first sight, so how am I supposed to interpret this other than just, you know?
This feels great!
Exactly. You know, sometimes you just have to go with the flow. Ow. Oof. We can just summon it again. Okay.
Don't let a single one escape.
No, we are the one escaping, Jose. Is this climbable? That doesn't feel intended. That doesn't feel intended. And now we're slow. Flip me sideways. Why am I still doing that? And that shall be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, do the usual, do the YouTube things, and have a good day. Till next time.